Sees it.
That was lucky.
Everything stays standing, 31.8, and that could be good enough for victory. But the fact that he is a 7-time winner, including 3 times here at the Kentucky 3-day event. Part of the gold medal winning British team at the Tokyo Olympic Games as well. Riding Cooley Rosalent, the Blenheim 8- and 9-year-old winner last year, before then, just about a month later, becoming a podium finisher at the Maryland 5-star. And to actually look at the dynamics of that, 1 show jump away from being the winner of the Maryland 5-star.
Oh, and a little bit of mistake there. You know, Oliver knows that the door is open. He knows that Yaz left a little bit of room there, and unless you lock that door, Oliver's coming through it, right? So here we have somebody that has the horse that can do it. He has the experience. So I think we'll watch on the end of our seats to see what is possible. And this is just a fantastic horse. I watched this horse at Maryland. It's so exciting for such a young horse to come in with such wisdom. And again, narrowly missed the win at Maryland, so I think that's going to make him even more eager here to come and claim this title at the Defender 5-star.
Liz Halliday might be cursing that she didn't end up with this Cooley horse. She has so many from Richard and Georgina Shane's operation in County Wicklow.
Yeah, I'm sure that is a point of contention with Richard. It's just beautiful there, and you can see just the softness of the connection that shows a real self-carriage in that power. Often you see that type of power, and sometimes the horses lose their balance, but she's so confident in where her center of balance is and where her power is, and she's very confident that Oliver is going to stay right in the middle and right where he's supposed to be so that she can show that off.
And they both got really focused again very quickly after that center line. They didn't actually let it knock them back too much.
No, there's so much room to catch up, and especially with a horse that has this quality. I mean, this horse's starting gates are at an 8. So, you know, some of the other horses we've seen come in, they're starting on a 6. But this one starts just through quality slightly above average, and then everything that she's doing on top of that can just keep knocking on the door to pull that score higher and higher.
And interestingly, Philip Dutton's horse, Dueland, in the Lexington 4-star is a full sibling.
Oh, really?
Of Rosalent, yeah.
Oh, so interesting. And that's a beautiful horse. I watched that horse in the previous class and was very impressed with it. You know, this is a great chance for everyone that's a fan of horses or new to horses to kind of mark this on the calendar, because you can really sit down and see the best of the best, what the future is going to look like, what Paris is going to look like, and have a chance to really hone in and focus on the quality of these athletes, because they're just unbelievable what they're capable of. And to watch them on this day and watch them be so bold out on the cross country and then rein it back for the show jumping on Sunday is something so powerful to see. So clean in this change, not quite straight, just shifted off the line slightly. Saw a little mistake in the ring and back.
Oliver is actually the first of the 5 horse and rider pairs that are predicted to go top 10 dressage that we see this afternoon. So Sharon White has, you know, beaten the average.
Beautiful change there. So that should keep pulling that mark up. Again, a solid performance from quite a young horse. Very bold down the long side. Very adjustable on the way back. The mechanics of this horse just work so easily. You see a little mistake here and there that are more from just age and lack of experience, but everything works biomechanically the way that this horse, the way it should. The changes come easy, the lengthening, the shortening comes easy, the confidence seems like it's there. As we near the end of the test, hopefully you can put the finishing touches Oh, disappointment there. I think that'll be enough to keep Yaz firmly atop the leaderboard.
Yeah, Yaz's 26 looked relatively unassailable right throughout that test, but what Oliver might have just lost out on is the ability to have a score that starts with a 2. And there's so much dynamic to all this, because for, I think, the British riders here, nothing but a win will get them to Paris. As we say, there's a couple of hill climbs and some fences you need to slow down for still. You'd like to have a little bit more under your belt. Oliver Townend, Cooley Rosalent on course, 31.4. If they could finish on that score now, they would go ahead of Yasmin Ingham.
No other choice for Oliver other than direct. Beautiful. You know, took a little bit of a different line than the other riders. He ended up coming out a little bit wider to that B element, jumping a little bit straight, and then turning in the 4 strides, and it was absolutely classic. You know, those little inches left or right, they really do make a big difference at this level.
So one of 3 Olympic gold medalists we will see today in our field of competitors at the Defender Kentucky 5-star. Oliver Townend, Cooley Rosalent, away from the Defender head of the lake to take on the Bourbon table.
Still looks so light across the ground, full of running. You know, it's funny when you're out there walking this course, you get everybody out there taking pictures with these tables, and most of the riders don't even notice them, because they're just a little bit of a chance to take a break in between the major complexes that they have to jump.
Remember, on that board you were just looking at, Yasmin Ingham is the only rider there that's showing a post cross-country score. So those other 4 showing in front of her, they all have to stay there. Of course, after Beck Breakling has started, we're going to see 2 of those, the 2 best US riders, Lauren Nicholson and Liz Halliday, in quick succession. Oliver Townend, Cooley Rosalent through that combination off the drop bank.
Another horse just absolutely full of running up to the top of this hill, and this is a pretty good indicator of how they're going to be feeling at the end of the course. A lot of the horses here that are looking tired at the end of the track. Horses that are full of running here are getting pretty close to the time, as long as he can keep Cooley Rosalent in between the flags. Super ride. Now this is a nice part of the course. They have a long gallop down the hill here.
But 5 seconds over the time moments ago, so 39 is his score. 3 British riders duking it out between them, potentially for only 1 place on that team. Feel like the European-based riders with their preparation, or these are all European-based riders, but the ones who their program is in Europe this spring have probably nailed down a couple of the places. These guys over here trying to get above the quality line to say, yeah, we need to go too. Cooley Rosalent, the Blenheim Young Horse winner and podium finisher at Mars, Maryland last year, and 3-time winner here. Oliver Townend, 3rd on 31.8.
You know, I feel like Oliver's such a staple here. We're so used to seeing him in this venue. You could hear the crowd give him a cheer when he came in. They're so excited to see him here with this beautiful young mare. Just jumps a 10. You know, we saw this in Maryland. The horse was jumping on fire and then had an unfortunate pull that cost him the lead. So here I'm sure he's done nothing but work on that at home and not lacking in any scope or strength.
As he says as well, I mean, that was as a 9-year-old mare, now a 10-year-old. He would also say rising 10, because as we know, anyone who's involved, the horses age up on the 1st of January automatically, but it's probably only about now that this mare was born as a foal, in May, June.
Keep it together. It's a tricky line here as we jump into the crowd. This hasn't caused as much trouble as we thought it was going to, but around this turn, this is where we've seen some come undone. Time is looking good.
Sees it.
That was Kentucky.
She picked up that front rail of the defender fence, juggled it around and put it back down. 79.88 is perfectly judged time-wise. Everything stays standing, 31.8, and that could be good enough for victory.
Defender Kentucky 3-day event presented by Mars Equestrian winner, Oliver Townend. Oliver, this is your 8th win at the 5-star level. It's also your 100th start at this level. And today marks your 4th win here at Kentucky. What does this mean to you?
Old age. No, I can't tell you how proud we are of this horse. For her owners, Paul and Diana Ridgeon. Paul's been a huge supporter to myself and Andrew Nicholson. I think he's owned horses for eventing for about 45 years, and I think he's just celebrated his 92nd birthday. And this is his first win at the level, so thank you, Paul.